All right. So thank you so much for doing this interview. So can you give me your names?
Yeah, my name is Vincent Martin.
And I'm Teresa Landrum.
We're the dynamic duo for 48217 Environmental Protection.
All right. So just ask a question. How has dirty energy affected your quality of life?
Well, dirty energy is, I have a brother who's very sick. He's been a lifelong diabetic and he has respiratory problems right now. And we live within a rock's throw of Marathon. And whenever they putting out their fumes, he can't even sit on the porch. He has problems with asthma, with lungs issues. He's always in and out of the hospital, which is exacerbated by the dirty energy that they put out. You know, and now they're getting ready to change from their processing from the good crude oil, clean oil, to tar sand, which their production going to be 80% tar sand, which is going to be increased pollution in this area. And of course, we are the most polluted area in the whole state, and we can't get no relief from our politicians.
Do you know anything about the coal plant down here, not too far from you?
Oh yeah, that's another form of they're always putting coals in there, and that emits fumes that comes into it. Depending on which way the ambient wind blows is how it affects you. And you know, pollution has no boundaries, so it's hitting us now, but it might hit you next.
Okay. And did you say anything?
My name is Teresa Landrum, and my concern is getting back to the coal-powered plants. Is that when you use coal, there's a byproduct which is the ash. So somewhere around here is an ash pond. And ash pond is what? Is water-based. So that's pollution into our waterways. And that is a great concern. Because what if that ash pond should have a breach, like the levees did down in New Orleans? Then we're going to have a mass amount of pollution coming through our waterway. And our waterway is one of the most heavily used waterways in the world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so would it be the Rouge River that goes through your community?
It's a tributary. Mm-hmm. We have the Rouge River and the Detroit River. We have two waterways that are vital to our maritime commerce. And so both would be affected because they interconnect at one point. And this area down here, downriver, where we are, Southwest Detroit 4217, we are virtually an island. We're separated from the greater part of Detroit by 3 drawbridges. But my concern is this, is that our community we're caught between the cross winds. We have steel processing plants. We have oil recycling plants. We have oil manufacturing plants. We have asphalt plants. And those emissions are combining in our atmosphere, creating what I consider it called heavy air. And some days you can feel like you could cut it with a knife. It hinders your breathing. And then one thing I keep on saying, and people say, the health people say, you are what you eat, you are what you drink. Well, guess what? We are what we breathe. And then we have to look at the high rate of kidney problems and liver problems in our area. What is the liver? It's a filter. What is the kidney? It's the body's filter. Now we have people with masses on their livers, masses on their kidneys, because I feel that what we're breathing and absorbing in our bodies is being filtered through our kidneys, is causing blockage. Just like you have a drain blockage. It's causing tumors. It's causing a problem, eruption in our community, I feel, as cancer, high rates of cancer. Then asthma, we have upper respiratory disease. We have children. Our children are being born with asthma. Not one child in a family, but sometimes 3, 4, 5 in a family being born with asthma. And we have a problem with our sewer drains. The companies are allowed to dispel their wastewater into our sewers. And if I'm not mistaken, I hope I'm not mistaken, that the system is so antiquated that residential sewers are connected to the main sewage overflow pipes. So that means that if there's a backup or any kind of blockage, those fumes and those VOCs and those CH2s and those H2Ss, the emissions are being backed up through our source line into our house. So there's a high contamination rate of our homes, therefore breathing. So our quality of life is all the way around impeded on by emissions from the companies that surround us.
And you cannot forget that these companies are the ones that are policing themselves. They get the numbers and they turn it over to the regulatory agents who don't have enough staffing to police them. So basically, you got the fox watching the hen house. So we know we're going to be missing the chickens.
Well, it seems that you have a very good sense of dirty energy, and so later on, if you don't mind, I would love to come back and talk to you about clean energy.
We're welcome. We would like to sit down with industry, and we would like to discuss clean energy sources.
And new research.
Exactly. And see that they're implemented. We can talk all day, but if they're not implemented, it's wasted time, wasted words, wasted lives.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.